The NCIS franchise has built its reputation on solving impossible cases, exposing hidden conspiracies, and giving viewers satisfying endings after weeks, or sometimes years, of suspense. Yet one mystery has continued to frustrate fans long after the cameras stopped rolling on NCIS Los Angeles. Even after the beloved spinoff ended its successful run, one storyline remained unfinished, leaving loyal viewers wondering if they would ever receive the answers they had waited years to hear. Now, hope has returned. A familiar face from the NCIS universe has recently spoken about the unresolved storyline, admitting that there should be proper resolution for one of the biggest mysteries left behind by NCIS Los Angeles. While nothing has been officially confirmed, those comments have reignited excitement throughout the fandom, with many believing the franchise still has an opportunity to finish what it started, a mystery that never truly ended. Television audiences understand that not every storyline receives a perfect conclusion. Shows are canceled unexpectedly, schedules change, and creative directions shift. Still, some unanswered questions become impossible to forget. NCIS Los Angeles spent 14 seasons introducing memorable agents, emotional relationships, dangerous missions, and complex personal stories. While many character arcs reached satisfying conclusions during the series finale, one lingering mystery continued to stand out. For nearly 5 years, fans have debated countless theories online, rewatched episodes searching for clues, and wondered whether the writers always intended to revisit the storyline in a future season. Unfortunately, with the show's cancellation, that opportunity disappeared before the mystery could receive a proper ending. Instead of closure, viewers were left with speculation. Why fans still care? The NCIS franchise has always been built around its characters just as much as its investigations. Audiences invest years following their favorite agents through victories, tragedies, romances, betrayals, and personal growth. When an important storyline suddenly ends without explanation, it feels unfinished. That is exactly why this 5-year-old mystery continues to generate discussion. It isn't simply about solving another case, it represents unfinished emotional business for characters fans have spent over a decade supporting. Every convention, interview, and online discussion seems to include someone asking whether the mystery will ever be revisited. The fact that fans continue asking years later proves how memorable the storyline became. A returning star speaks up. Recently, one returning member of the NCIS family addressed the lingering question, explaining that they would personally like to see the storyline receive proper resolution. Rather than pretending everything had already been wrapped up, the actor acknowledged what longtime viewers have felt all along: some stories deserve endings. That simple admission immediately caught fans' attention. Television actors rarely control the direction of future storylines, but they understand their characters better than almost anyone else. When someone closely connected to the series publicly says unfinished business still exists, audiences naturally become hopeful. The word resolution carries enormous weight. It suggests there is still room for the story to continue, rather than remain permanently abandoned. The franchise has changed. Today's NCIS universe looks very different from the one that existed just a few years ago. The original series continues introducing fresh characters while honoring its long history. New projects have expanded the franchise, exploring different time periods and different teams. Returning characters have become increasingly common, proving that no familiar face is ever completely out of the picture. That flexibility creates exciting possibilities. Unlike traditional television franchises of the past, modern storytelling allows characters to move between series, appear in guest roles, or headline special crossover events. An unresolved NCIS Los Angeles mystery no longer has to stay locked inside a canceled show. It could easily become part of another chapter within the expanding universe. Why crossovers? Matter crossovers have always been one of the franchise's greatest strengths. Seeing beloved characters reunite instantly reminds viewers why they fell in love with the series in the first place. These appearances reward longtime fans while introducing classic characters to newer audiences. More importantly, crossover episodes provide perfect opportunities to revisit unfinished storylines. A single investigation could naturally reconnect former teammates, reopen old files, and finally reveal information hidden for years. Instead of feeling forced, the mystery could become the emotional centerpiece of an episode. That approach would satisfy dedicated viewers without requiring an entire revival series. The emotional value of closure. Some television mysteries become legendary precisely because they remain unsolved. Others simply deserve answers. After investing years watching these characters risk their lives together, fans understandably want to know how their stories truly end. Closure matters because it respects the audience. It tells viewers their patience was worthwhile and that every emotional investment had meaning. For actors, closure can be equally important. Spending years portraying a character creates a deep connection, making unfinished stories feel incomplete even after production ends. That is why hearing a returning star openly discuss wanting resolution resonates with so many people. It reflects what audiences have been saying for years. Could the mystery finally be solved? While no official announcement has confirmed that the storyline will return, the possibility feels more realistic than ever. The franchise has repeatedly shown its willingness to bring back familiar faces whenever the story calls for it. Popular characters continue making surprise appearances. Legacy storylines continue influencing present-day episodes. Old relationships continue shaping new adventures. Because of that, solving a long-forgotten mystery no longer feels impossible. It simply requires the right creative opportunity. Whether that arrives through the flagship series, a future crossover, or another spin-off, fans remain ready. Why this story still resonates. One reason the mystery has endured is that it represents more than missing information. It symbolizes unfinished friendships, unanswered emotional questions, promises that were never fulfilled. Viewers remember the uncertainty because they cared deeply about the people involved. Even years after cancellation, discussions continue across fan communities about what really happened and how the story should conclude. Very few television franchises inspire that level of long-term loyalty. The NCIS universe remains one of them. Looking ahead. As the franchise continues evolving, honoring its history becomes increasingly important. Returning beloved characters isn't simply an exercise in nostalgia, it strengthens the shared universe and reminds audiences that every chapter still matters. If producers decide to revisit the unresolved NCIS Los Angeles mystery, they would not only answer lingering questions but also celebrate one of television's most successful procedural franchises. Sometimes the best stories are not the newest ones. Sometimes they are the stories waiting patiently for their final chapter. The returning star's comments have reminded fans that unfinished business still exists, and perhaps the door has never truly closed. While official confirmation has yet to arrive, optimism is growing once again. After 5 years of speculation, theories, and unanswered questions, perhaps the time has finally come for NCIS to do what it has always done best: follow every clue, uncover the truth, and deliver the resolution fans have been waiting for.